This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The gate, we're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught, Lockett. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Got it. Alert. 48.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Hill. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the ground, this is Hill. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
19 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down on the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
On the set. 27, check right, 27.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's get it. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. Right, check right.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd down, Jackson stepped. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
50 guys, 4 down. Hey, alert. Hey, I'm coming.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Steps away to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
SOS. Back, go. 36.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Check 37.
He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
4th down, here's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here's Hill, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, Lynch. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the 39, Wilson flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a feint. And he will not add 2 more to the final score. Doesn't matter. This one's over. Now a second timeout called for by the